Hi everyone, thank you very much for joining us today for this commercial sector breakout session for procurement leaders. My name's Tom Poole and I've been in the Amazon Business Professional Services team for 3 years, and in that role I help our largest and most complex customers implement Amazon Business as a purchasing solution across their organisation. So whether you're an Amazon Business customer or not, the goal of today's session is to demonstrate how the digital purchasing technology can simplify buying in your own organisations. And by simplifying the buying processes in your organisation, you can better balance the short-term needs with the longer-term priorities in driving and maintaining cost reduction. So over the last year or so throughout the pandemic, we've seen an explosion in the movement of procurement processes into the digital environment and online space. And in 2021, Amazon Business has run a survey in which 50% of the respondents have told us that they've moved all of their procurement policies and processes online into the digital space. And 85% of respondents had said that they'd at least pushed some of their procurement process online into that online space. But this trend is something that we really see is here to stay, with over 96% of respondents saying that even after the pandemic's over and in that post-pandemic world, in the new normal, they're going to continue moving and migrating these purchasing processes in the digital environment. So with that in mind, I'm sure that purchasing within your own organisation looks very different to how it did just a couple of short years ago. And we're sure that teams of procurement professionals have found very innovative ways of meeting the demands of the wider organisation. And one of the top priorities that enterprise procurement leaders in 2021 have been telling us is that they want to simplify the procurement processes for the stakeholders outside of procurement. To put it plainly, enterprises seek a purchasing solution that is easy to use for their purchasers. Now, today I really want to talk through some of the actions that you can take in the Amazon Business account to simplify your procurement processes and make them more efficient. And that's whether you care about procurement compliance, whether you care about how to manage supply continuity, or cost optimization. And I'm going to talk through each of those areas in a bit more detail in a second. Now, customers all over the world are using Amazon Business. Over 50% of the FTSE 100 use Amazon Business, as well as 25 of the DAX 30 in Germany. And the strongest and most agile of our customers are reshaping the digital technology that they use in procurement. My role on the professional services team is to help customers implement some of these technology solutions that help to move your businesses forward. So let's take a look at some of the challenges I mentioned, and you'll see how the digital solutions can change the game. So first of all, I want to talk through the challenge of compliance. And we understand that those spend policies are in place for a reason in your organisation, and you need your purchases to be compliant and integrated with your procurement processes. At Amazon Business, we have a number of solutions we can put in place that I recommend to our business customers to remove some of the redundancies in the buying process. So the first one of these is single sign-on. Single sign-on links your Active Directory within your identity system to the Amazon Business account. So those two benefits that it brings are this added security, and by that what I mean is that when people access the account, they're authenticated automatically via your Active Directory before they access the account. And the second benefit is the user experience. So with single sign-on activated, it means that people don't have to go through the login screens and enter the passwords that they usually associate with accessing a third-party procurement system. The second piece I want to talk about is guided buying. And guided buying is great for organizations with a decentralized structure with buyers in different places. Because what it does is it enables you to put in place a central policy for all of those buyers that access the same system across those different locations. The third thing I want to talk about is e-procurement systems. And e-procurement systems are really used by our enterprise customers, and it takes the approval processes and the policies that they've built in their own e-procurement system, and it overlays that on top of Amazon Business. It also allows those P2P processes that you've built in your own organizations to be integrated with Amazon Business. For example, you might have a process which dictates that without a PO, you can't make a purchase. We integrate with over 100 procurement systems across e-procurement integration and also single sign-on. And each step is really simple to configure in the account. So not only is it an easier user experience, but it ensures compliance with the policies and controls in the account. Secondly, I want to talk about the challenge of managing supply continuity. And by this, what we mean is consolidating the supply base into a single source while still giving the people who are using the account the familiarity of an Amazon-like experience, whilst exposing them to a wider selection of products and sellers. Amazon Business combines that familiarity, but with business-specific features overlaid on top. And what we've done at Amazon Business is we've taken all of the best practices that we've developed in the consumer space, and we've built that into a frictionless and customized user experience for businesses. The user experience and the navigation are very similar to the consumer side, and it provides that trust and convenience that the buyers want. It ensures that you've got the multiple stores without having to search, to negotiate, and to reconcile between lots of different suppliers. Next, one of our most popular features is the business lists functionality. So with business lists, you're able to customize lists of items that are frequently bought and share them across the organization to enable buyers to reorder